SMS is changing. Everything we know and love about SMS is getting updated. How is this going to affect you? Let's find out. My name is Christopher, Motor Care Assistant, bringing you another low-budget video with information that every motor carer should know. I'm interrupting the SMS video series to inform you about the latest news on the SMS website. It is changing, but it's not only getting a facelift, the methodology is changing. The violation points are changing and the basics are changing. FMCSA has made available a preview page that's going to allow you to see what your SMS profile is going to look like. In this video, I'm going to cover what's replacing the basics, what the new violation points are going to be, how to navigate the preview page. There are a lot of different things in this preview page. I will highlight the big changes. Okay, let's find this preview page. Let's start by going to the SMS website. Log on, click and see your data link. And you'll notice this box here. Click on the link to open up the preview of what your new SMS profile is going to look like. So here it is, the SMS preview page. Let's take a tour, shall we? Right away, you get to the summary notice letting you know that the FMCSA has an eye on you due to some trouble safety categories or categories. Safety category, what is that, you ask? Let's scroll down. Big change number one. The safety category is the new term for what we know as a basic. The violations now belong to the safety category. I'll go over that in a bit. Let's look at the new display. The information is easy to read and you can easily tell what goes with what. If the percentile has gone over the threshold, the whole thing changes color. Also, notice the following. Big change number two. The vehicle maintenance basic has been split into two safety categories. Here is the vehicle maintenance safety category. Now scroll down. And here's the new vehicle maintenance. Driver observed. This category includes things that can be identified by the driver during a pre-trip inspection, post-trip inspection, and or while operating the vehicle. So they still have some same number of categories. What is missing? Big change number three. The controlled substances and alcohol basic as part of the unsafe driving safety category. Keep scrolling down. The current SMS page has these different sections, one after the other. In the preview page, different sections are tabs. Here's the inspection history section. In this tab, you'll see the list of inspections and violations groups. Notice that you don't see an actual violation. We'll come back to this in a second. Here's the violation group summary section. Again, notice that there are no individual violations. You have the safety category, the violation groups, and the number of inspections that have violations in those groups. This is the crash history section. Here you'll find two tables. One for crashes that have been reviewed and found to be not preventable. These are crashes that meet specific criteria and have been excluded from the SMS calculations. The other tab is for crashes that have been included in the SMS calculations. And this is the investigation results section. If you had an investigation, you will find your results here. Let's go back to the inspection history section. In the current SMS system, you have to go to each individual basic to see the inspections and violations. In the new system, there is a drop-down field that lists the safety categories. Once you select one, the corresponding inspections will be displayed. Let's select the vehicle maintenance category, for example. The inspections listed here have violations that belong to the vehicle maintenance violation groups. Big change number four. Do you see any violations? No. Violations are now belong to the violation group, and it is the violation group that has the weight or the points. All violation groups carry a weight of 1. Unless you have an out of service violation, those groups carry a weight of 2. That is, that's it, 1 or 2 points. To see violations, click on this link. Notice that this opens on a new tab on your browser. In this table, you will find all the violations for the inspection. This table includes the violation code, whether the violation is an out of service violation or not, whether the violation is included in the calculations, the safety category, and the violation group. It is the violation group that you see listed in the inspection history section. If you scroll up, you will find the rest of the inspection record, the carrier and the time location information, the driver information, and the vehicle information. Let's go back to the inspection history section. To close the inspection, just click on the X on the tab. At the bottom, you see how the measure was calculated. This is similar to the current method, except that the numbers that are plugged in are different. So, don't be surprised if your preview measure is different from the current measure. Also, if you check the unsafe driving category, they do not show you how the measure is calculated. Keep in mind this is just a preview, not everything is shown here. This just gives you an idea of the things to come. Big change number 5, the safety event groups. Let's look at an example from the Federal Register notice. Last month, the motor carrier had 10 inspections. Under the current SMS methodology, the measure was calculated to be 1.51 and the percentile was figured out to be 53%. Under the proposed methodology, the measure was the same, but the percentile is 67.4%. So far, so good. The motor carrier got one more inspection, say a clean inspection, no violations. The following month, we see that this is one inspection brings the motor carrier over to the next safety event group. This means that now the motor carrier is being compared to a whole different set of carriers. In the current SMS, the measure went down a little. It is now 1.37. In the proposed SMS, the same thing. The measure went down to 1.37. But look at the percentiles. Under the current SMS, the percentile jumped to 75% simply due to the safety event group change. In the proposed SMS, and this is huge, the percentile stayed relatively the same at 67%. It looks like FMCSA has been listening to you. This is a nice change in my opinion. What do you think? Let's summarize by looking at a side-by-side comparison of the current system and the proposed system and highlight some of the mentioned changes. We have the current SMS on the left and the new proposed SMS on the right. Let's start at the top. No more basic. The name is changing to safety categories. The vehicle maintenance basic is being split into two safety categories, the vehicle maintenance and the vehicle maintenance driver observed. The controlled substances and alcohol basic is being consolidated with the unsafe driver basic to form a new unsafe driving safety category. Basics with an alert like this one, in the proposed system, we are going to have the whole thing changed to gold. The violations are not going to be displayed individually. They are going to be part of the violation groups, and those groups will have the severity weights. The +2 points for out of service violations also going away. You will see this in the OSS flag if the violation group has out of service violations. Out of service violation groups will have a weight of 2. That means there is no more violation weights of 1, 5, 7, or 15, and etc. They're all going to be 1 point and 2 points for out of service. That is going to make the calculated result very different, but then again, it is going to be different for everyone, so don't panic when you see different measures or percentiles. And lastly, I like to point out a couple of things. Going back to the top of the preview page, this is the link to the Federal Register notice. This has the proposed changes and why FMCSA is doing this. And this right here is the link to the video the FMCSA has put together on the topic. So there you have it. SMS is changing and seems to be for the better. Leave me some comments and let me know what you think of the proposed system. I have not heard of when these changes are going to take effect, but I'll let you know as soon as the information becomes available, so stay tuned. If you haven't done already so, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the videos. Until the next one.